Testing, testing. Okay. So, new boss, battle with matcha. Octomaster is here, welcome. There's a lot of HP. How much? What is this? How much HP do we have here? 100,000, million, billion, 1 trillion! 1 trillion HP! What were they thinking? How far are we to get that much? I mean, how long it will take? 1 day? I don't know, maybe not that much. Oh, so I haven't checked the boss yet, so we're gonna do this together. Welcome you all for another live stream of our monthly Saga Universe, where we try to defeat Matcha. Christmas Matcha. I wonder if this can lead to a Global X. Well, Matcha is actually kinda famous on JP. The enemy is weak to Slash, right? How many turns do we have? Let me run this Slash squad that I had so far and see how it goes. People like to run the Slash weak bosses because this was the ones that finished it first. Yes, the ones that finished it first. So how are you, Octo? We need to get this 5,000 gems, right? Senkyo says, any of the new units worth pulling? Have you seen the reviews? Because that actually answer. The Christmas Empress is very good. She's worth a pity, even. Volcon is very niche. He's a specialist that you only use here and there. Good to have, but not impactful. Will be better for remembrance in the future. Any replacement for Emperor? Well, actually many. You can use the Masked Rapine with her cross break inheritance. You can use Soji. You can use who else? You can use the newest Final Empress as well. Yune died. It's just the same thing again. They use AoE attacks to try to kill you by turn 3. And they should. I guess it's better now to just go with 3 turn setups. Octo says, I'm a bit disappointed. I'm having to pity Volcon as I got Final Empress in 5 singles. Now I'm broke again. So really wanted Volcon. If I had gotten Empress in 5 singles, I would have stopped it. Because, I mean, since I have Beauty with the Dexterity debuff, I can work my way in the future. Be right back, going to watch. Okay, but just know that Final Empress is worth a pity because of how the Global Axis style is still impactful and she gives inheritance. Cross inheritance can be used by herself. It's actually very nice. So it's strange. Let's check again what type of weaknesses we have here. Flash and what else? She's kinda weak to some, but not as much. Characters that rely on doing weak damage will just not trigger. Super strong to cold, of course, right? Christmas. Attack with most stuff as well. Just observing here. We need 600,000 to get all the drops, right? I was running something as well that I actually didn't show. That was this formation for Doppelganger. But Doppelganger dropped it out so fast that it was not that interesting to keep up. So if we bring Joe and Rofus together, how much damage can they inflict on turn 1? The good thing about this Conquest is that we don't use dedicated materials to run. Like usually we use power meats, right? But not in this event. Let's see if I can change a little the camera. Yeah, it's better. So there's this. I wanna do as much damage as I can in just one turn maybe. Yes, we get to 400,000 just with these two characters. Yes, just these characters give us 400,000. But dying in one turn is not always something possible because the boss can just choose single target attacks. When you're paralyzed and you lose all the defense bonus that you can have from equipments and stuff, hard to die on turn 1 or even turn 2. Yes, exactly, Mumu. Turn 3 seems to be the moment where you want to die. And since she actually uses 3 AoEs on turn 3, most likely will be dead unless your character has revive like the last Noel has. 400,000 is good, but not enough to get all the drops. 600,000 is needed. But then it's just a problem because you actually want to bring trainees, right? But you can kind of use this and change the 3 other characters to do some damage on turn 1 and turn 2. And that should be good. I'm gonna rename this as Matcha. I also ran this one here. This human female is here, but she's not needed anyway. Just get something strange just to not rely on the character number 5. I don't even know what's the filter here. Acquired. Because there is one character that helps a lot in raids, and people may just sleep on it, and it's the Platinum, the second Platinum version of Katarina. She has access to a... Oh, sorry, it's not the second Platinum. This is the Welfare Katarina. Welfare Katarina can inherit from the second Platinum the attack called Swallow Reversal. This is a triple S attack with 8 BP only. This is strong enough, and it's floating as well. I mean, critical against floating enemies. And it grants defense down. That increases the damage that other characters do. And you can use this again on the second turn, and the defense down actually stacks. It's not guard down. So it's one of the best ways to get bigger damage. So let's see what we get with just Katarina and Final Emperor here. What can they do? Global X Rufus. Why Global X Rufus? The difference is very small, and I don't even have him as well. People tried out the damage output of both. It just helps other people do more single target damage, 10%, but he himself does barely the same damage as the other Rufus. See, 100,000 with critical. And now this Emperor does more damage. Placing her on the front line just allows you to guarantee that your attacker will do more. She may die with this attack. Yes. Did she attack before? Well, this is almost 500,000. Let me reset here. It's live stream better at least. Oh man, don't do that. Don't do that. I was waiting for someone to ask. Don't be that one. Don't be that person. Let me check again if we got to attack in the last version. Not sure. If we do a live stream to discuss tier lists, it's gonna last for the whole day and we will still end up discussing. That's just how it is. Yeah, with just this Katarina and Emperor, we can get 500,000 or close. But the thing is, she may die. Close to 500,000 just with those two characters. Yeah, 500,000. Well, of course, if you are gonna bring trainees, you're gonna equip them. In this case, I'm not equipping them just to see the output of the two characters themselves. The Emperor was made for raid because in real boss fights, I'm not gonna bring him. On raids where you can kinda see what's gonna happen, it works well. Very long boss fights, I don't know. I will probably not use him for that. What was your second rin weapons, ScherBR? Yes, but I didn't max it because I wasted a lot of materials. Sadly. Not max it. Then after that, it's probably gonna be martial arts. Probably, not entirely sure. May change in a way. I know it's not the next best. The next best should have been, I don't know, Greatsword. But I guess I will have perfect weapons for most of my Greatsword users, so seems good to follow the martial arts path. The other stuff that she's weak to is sun and heat. Sun and heat. The thing is, we don't have that many sun nukers that are actually just very recent. I was testing something. Against the Doppelganger, I placed the UDX human female in the front line and brought 4 trainees. 4 to see what happens. Because she can actually self-buff, she can reach 600,000 by herself. If she evades. If she may evade. She got hit. How many times does matcha attack on the first turn? She needs 2 attacks in order to start evading. No rose. Died. Yeah, it didn't work. I remember in against the boss there, Doppelganger, 95% of the time she could evade and go for the whole fight, and you could bring 4 trainees. There were times where she would get hit, and well, she's already using the best setup that she can. She has the highest agility possible as well, 190. So it's not easy to evade here. I have Ren Greatsword, it's called the Cat's Word. Only cats allow it to use, but she will occasionally land it out for a hard fight, but not farming. Get your then weapon. Because you don't have a good weapon for cat yet. I do have one for her. But since she has access to column attacks and some other types as well, sometimes you just switch out around the best ones. Yeah, Illuth Mela will not do this. But you know what's funny? Maybe I'm impressed with the Inheritance of the New Years can do, because she buffs her agility twice, right? There is that. How much agility does this character has? 440, 457 on max. That's actually very high numbers, and she still cannot fully evade. Yes. I had a 93 weapon for her before Ren. I have a 100 weapon for her column attack. I don't have the setup. I skipped many versions of Katarina. So, well, what else can be done here? Seems like it's kind of more of the same. I didn't know it was just Slash again. Could have been Pierce at least, so, well, we could change your squad, but no. This Conquest is all about Slash and Blunt. A little of heat, a little of sun. Well, this didn't work, right? Not even close. Let me run again. Only missing the first Global Axe for Cat now. Because you started playing later, right? You didn't start with this. But she's now as an off-banner. Maybe you get her for free one day. Because summoning for her? It's not exactly a good idea. Oh yeah, Matcha probably lands her attacks because she buffs intelligence on the start. That's why human female does not evade. She self-buffs. Increasing the accuracy as well. Remember them spells have 2 status for accuracy, intelligence and agility. Yeah, see? We could not evade. Now I just want to see if 2 hits were enough to just start evading, but we'll see. That is the second hit, right? Matcha hits again now. Yeah. Seems like 2 buffs are enough to make your UDX human female evade. Now she goes to the last of the fight. Yeah, we'll see about that, right? We'll see about that. Matcha buffs her intelligence every turn. Yeah, turn 3 she does not have access to her best nuke. Yeah, she's evading. Probably very close to being able to just, you know, always evade. First turn she doesn't have enough. Maybe if I give her promotion scrolls. Ah, she died now. See? It's not perfect. But it's okay. I just wanted to test to see if it will be possible to bring 4 trainees. But it seems like it's not the best way to go. We have to choose. The being weak to Slash again is just sad. It's boring. Kinda boring. What do you guys think? How much time it would take to defeat Matcha? If you wanna die fast, you can bring Misty and she's gonna do damage to the party. 4 days. Tomorrow afternoon save Mumu. Jason says, luckily I got a max weapon for Embrace from this event already, so I don't have to stress about that. I got one for Emperor. That would be nice, but I don't. Not a big deal. I'm investing in trying to get the perfect Holly for Emperor to get the Galaxy Attack maxed potential. And then I have to go for 3 older ones, so maybe I'll get Soji one day, then there is No, you know. By the end of the stream, we're gonna defeat Juice. That's not right. Oh, the cats are fighting here. My wife is showing me. Un pouquinho. You can't, man. That you can't. Doesn't want to stop. Good evening, Olympio. It's been a while. And do we get new matcha soon? New matcha should be kinda soon. Maybe on January. Maybe on January. And they still haven't rerun the UDX version, and I want that because the next version needs inheritance. It's Slash, Sun, and Heat, but how many options do we really have for this? Well, Joe has Sun and Heat with Spectacle Portal. We could use her. And Misty, both. Misty and Joe. And about those 2 only. How much can we get? I want to make squads where I can bring 3 trainees because in the end, this is the type of event where we get all our characters captain. Because you don't spend power meat here, it's super easy to run. Hello Cappy, what am I doing? I'm just running Conquest for... you know, trying to create squads for Matcha. She's a lunar style, so should be in January. Yeah, should be in January. That's what I'm thinking as well. Ah, now I have, guys, the sets I made in. I don't know if Chibi Cross name is here. He gave me the idea of making a video about sets, and I have now. I can just click, the best set for mage will be here, the second best will be here, and then it becomes easy for me. Yeah, she's already equipped. In the end, I don't know if I want them to survive, but Joe cannot use Spectacle Portal on turn 1, so she starts with Headbutt. Ah, wrong Joe. This Joe can use Spectacle Portal on turn 1, but she's not even close to the damage potential of the other one. Your Dead Rod under X says, can you try Azami? Bringing Azami, you mean? I don't have the newest Azami. What's the cap on matcha? Should be 2080s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if this is good enough. Big Bang Star. But again, Big Bang Star. Hurts the party. Maybe it's a good thing, so we die faster. Matcha is not actually weak to sun and heat though, only slash. Yeah, not really weak, but the damage difference will not be that much. It's the same as the other bosses in your Flux, you sure? They didn't increase 10 points. You can actually know by just changing this party. I have one party that's already capped, let me check. They usually increase 10 points. You are right, this boss is here. Let's test here. Yeah, 2070s. You're right, thanks for confirming it. Because I don't have sparkles on Joe or on Misty. Let's run this. Your characters have no sparkles, exactly. Strange, that's like one of the first times they didn't change the cap for the boss. They usually do. Oh. Very wrong formation. Also, welcome. How are you, New Flux? You mean Azami, the Azami Global X version? That one has slash damage. You mean you wanted to try full evasion? Let's try the Magical Tower X. This one increases damage output of mages that are placed in the back. What do you guys think? When they will announce new content? Will they stop releasing stuff from now? Because, well, we are very close to Christmas. Very, very close. And even today I was a little busy because I was taking care of some stuff. Had to go to the mall and the market. Still have some stuff to prepare. That's why I was not active too much on Discord. Christmas is just so close, right? I remember that they released a character on Christmas Eve past year. Maybe they will do that again. I hope not, to be honest. I hope they just stay like this. So we got 367,000 damage. But Joe used the wrong attack. Alright, one. You did Madeline already, right? I did it. I don't really like Big Bang Star because on turn 2, Misty does nothing. Good night, Chroma. How are you? How about you guys? How are your preparations for Christmas and New Year's? Wife was working too today. Today she's still working. And she was even working more than normal to try to, well, compensate for the day she's gonna get free time. In the middle of winter storm, hoping my power does not go out. Oh man, stay safe. Winter storm, we do have these from time to time, but it's pretty different here in Brazil. We don't have that many disasters. We don't have like snowstorm. Winter storm we still have. We do have plenty of thunderstorm, but we don't have tsunamis. Or hurricanes, we don't have those. Hurricane can happen at some points, but it's also pretty rare. Here is tropical, so very funny. What about just falling star? We have floods, actually it's flood season. We do have floods a lot, yeah, most every place here. Besides the north states don't have floods, very rarely they have. But on São Paulo, where I live, here it's even called the City of Rain. And many rains brings blackouts, for example. We have many blackouts. Sometimes I even see on Discord that we don't have power because it happens a lot when it rains. And there's a lot of thunderstorms. Like you said, my motherboard survived a thunderstorm. I actually kind of discovered what happened I do have power surge protection, and I do have a very nice power supply. We purchased it this year, but the power surge came from the router, from the network. It can't happen, and that's why it only affected the network card of the motherboard. It's still alive and running. I just had to purchase a new external network adapter, but that is just cool. I mean, could have been so much worse, right? How far are we from Amazon? Have you ever been? Ah, you mean Amazon the States? I'm very far from that. I actually kind of lived in Bahia for quite some time when I was very, very young, between my 2 to 4 years old. Between 2 and 4 years old, I lived on Bahia. I visited Bahia like 4 years ago as well, and it's kind of close to Amazon, but I never went to Amazon. Here we call it Amazonia. But stay safe, Neoflux. Be careful. Winter storm, man, can be freaking. What squad did you use it yet? Well, I'll show you. Hello, Tepuen. Good evening. How are you? Capivara also lives in Brazil. Where do you live again, Capi? Is it São Paulo too? And what do you see the most? Thunderstorms? Floods? What is the most common? São Paulo. Same as me. So we tried some squads here that could just run on 2 characters. Let's see. Then started with this one. We get 420,000 damage just by running Rufus and Joe, and they get paralyzed so they get easily die. No power. You don't have power right now? Copy. By using Sparkling Ice and Rufus, we get to 400,000 or something. Exactly 400,000. And then you just need 200,000 from the other 3 characters. I think this is kind of a good start. Mostly because of the thunderstorm. Yeah, man. A lot of thunderstorms here in Brazil. Where I live, especially, right? Starting to want a coffee. But I do have protection coffee. I purchased it a lot of time ago. A very good power extension with 2 levels of protection. I know because my life is on my PC. I have to protect it. But the funny part is that the router is also plugged in this power supply. But then it still did this. It lost one of the LAN ports and it just made a curt circuit to the motherboard. Shock circuit. Minus 40 Celsius here in Calgary. Calgary, very nice, Joseph Dalton. I wanna know Calgary one day. Everyone says, I really like how Amazonia looks on videos. I hope to visit someday. I heard it's brutal. Well, it's a very beautiful place. I remember when I got my first big TV, it had 3D as well. And then I would just get the 3D goggles and watch all the 3D glasses and watch all those 3D videos about, you know, Amazonia and animals, water life, these things. I was just amazed by the quality. That is like 10 years ago or something. So this was 400,000 with only 2 characters. That's kind of cool. This one was also very similar. There was a problem here that Katarina could just die. Even by bringing proof of her tower, she can just die. Do I have power now? I was just answering your question. You forgot already? Oh my god. Ah. It's because I keep going forward and around about the topics and I get lost. Well. Hurricane formation for 2 characters doesn't help much. You can just use Rainbow Rangers. But Hurricane actually decreases your endurance more. But Matcha actually uses more magical attacks, right? Which other characters can we use? I want to enter the fight and check if how many of her attacks are actually physical. Those other formations decreases endurance, but they don't decrease will, right? We need a better setup. Different formations that changes other stuff. Oh, forgot to remove the full power button. Where do you live again, Tapuin? Don't you guys have any type of natural reservation? How are you bringing just 1 or 2 damage dealers? Because I actually kind of want to save squads to bring trainees. Well, attack. Oh, okay. Yeah. Almost all attacks are just magical, save for the 2s that are scripted. The 2 scripted attacks are actually physical. So it's good to have a physical penalty formation because that allows you to die faster. In Chilean, nothing like that though. Chilean's not that far. But I suggest everyone before we finish the boss to just go full damage, try to get as much as you can. But also going fast and dying fast is good. 3 turns. There's a lot of stuff I would love to see that's exclusive there. Endemic. Yeah. And Black 2 has Swallow Reversal Plus and criticals on humans. Yeah, you were right. But Matcha is not considered a human. I doubt she is. She's a god. Float female. Female is a human. Whoa, she's a god. Float and female. You know who is actually a strong attacker for Float? Gray, right? How much time since we last used Gray? Remember Gray? Gray. We cannot filter by critical attacks, right? We barely have critical attacks, to be honest. Do we? I don't think we can filter by critical attacks. That'll be interesting. I think we can filter on Nauroma Saga and on rsrsdb.com. We can go for skills and type critical. Critical. I know Swallow Reversal gives critical. Air Slash gives critical. So we have Flowing and Female, right? There is one attack called Screwdriver that is critical against female. I don't understand the reason why it has this name, but whatever, right? There's not many attacks, right? Not many. Tornado gives to flowing enemies. There is also... some are against Fire Spirit. Well, where's Lash? Funny that I don't see the attack from... Ah, there's much more. I will call this floating. Swallow Reversal works for flowing. Falling Phoenix. Who even uses this? Ah, it's an old attack. Double Dark Blade. Double Dark Blade? He's not demon. What is she again? She's a flowing female, right? Darky. Matcha is female. What a shock. She should be a god. They call god as well. Double Dark Blade. What is Double Dark Blade again? Critical. It's not even devil and dead. Demon. She's not a demon. Now for flowing enemies, we have Swallow Reversal, we have Yaksha Flash. Kinda those two attacks anyway. Now for human. For human, Shadow Blaze is critical against human. This Vampire Lady attack. But she herself is not that strong anyway. Azure Strife is critical against human. Shine South hits versus gods. Yeah, it does, Neo. Shine South. But she's not considered a god, I don't know why. Maybe she has 3 types and the third one doesn't appear. Critical against human, we have also Tatiana with Hasty Hammer. That is not strong. We have Darky, but boss is not weak to Pierce or Shadow, so forget about it. It's, yeah, Azure Strife, Rod Slash Kick. Kinda dead. And Black does critical with SR+. He does. I don't have that in Black. You are Iraniano. And you talk in English. Thanks for joining us. Pretty sure she won't be considered human for critical, but good to make sure. But it's female. It has to. So let me check again. Human, right? Human. For human, it's Mystic Castle, right? Yeah, let's bring her here. Just to be sure. Because female is a subgenre of human, right? Does it work? We'll see. We have female robots and animals and monsters. We have, yes, we have. We have at least 2 types. I'm thinking that there may be 3. Now I'm just gonna run this and see what happens, just to test this part about being critical against human or not. Doesn't have to be critical against female because there's only Screwdriver, I guess. Why did they create attacks that were just not even that strong, and even hitting critical don't do much damage? I think I needed to increase skill 2 BP cost to run on auto, yes, but since I would do manual. Did you pull Final Impress banner share? I did pull on the banner, but she didn't drop yet, sadly. Non-human Darky does not crit. Oh, yeah. Does not crit. Funny, you can be human and female on the same time, right? Oh no. Even Azure Strife does not give crit. Try Chainsaw. Just for the fun. But she is a god. She's a god on Scarlet Grace. You didn't play Scarlet Grace yet, right, Neoflux? You're gonna love that game. I mean, if you like the battle system, Chainsaw Man. I didn't watch that anime yet. And Black did so. That's weird. And Black did critical. Because Swallow Reversal is critical against flowing enemies. She's a flowing enemy. Now I need to go and check for human male. Probably not on the tops. I don't train him all that much. Here. Let's test just for fun. Whoops! Chainsaw 11 BP, never awakened. The same way you can also use Yaksha Flash for extra damage, and Yaksha Flash is actually very good. So, Katarina first and then Gray. Two welfare characters. Welfare Platinum. Everyone has them, I guess. Unless you're a very new player. With those two in the front line, you're gonna get tons of damage. Oh no, I ran in on auto. I have to save VP with human male. Just to test the god critical. Matcha was easy during my Saga Scarlet Grace playthrough, but people say that she's not easy. Scarlet Grace was fun because I started the game taking, well, a beat from the enemies, and then in the end it became easy because I mastered the gameplay system. Man, this music's so good. I'm not hearing, let me see. It's a new type of remix of a song we listened to many times before. Many times. Talking about obscure Saga games, this times I launched, what's the name of that game again? The Last Remnant. And it's actually a lost game. I mean, not many people play or know. And it's actually pretty beautiful for our current standards, the remaster at least. It didn't give critical to gods, so it's only human and floating. What if I remove this Final Emperor and just add Gray? It would be easy. ZX says, The Last Remnant, the only RPG that I cannot finish, always lost on the side quest. That game is pretty different, right? I played it so much time ago. I don't remember much about the battle system besides you giving commands for the whole squad. And sometimes they do different stuff you cannot predict. I never finished that game as well. I played like 60% of it and something drew me my attention and I dropped it. Let's bring Gray to play twice. It's a good game by the looks. I mean, could have gone much worse. Especially back in the days that we were releasing Final Fantasy X and stuff. Yaksha Flash. How much damage can we get here? I'm gonna run and check the cats because they are doing something here. Life must be sleeping. It's just Pipoquinha playing with boxes. He loves boxes. Final boss grind, die all multi-boss rebirth. What game are you talking about, Flifo? Yaksha Flash, how much? How much? I think we did 5 hits. Even with critical 5 hits, Gray's behind now. 120,000 for 5 hits on critical. How times have changed, my friends. How times have changed. You're talking about this boss? You have to kill it and it will revive or something? I don't understand what you're meaning. Yeah, Gray's out of the question here. You're talking about today? Yeah, seems like they have this rebirth system on JP. Most bosses revive, right? After you kill. Why? That doesn't seem fun. I don't know, it seems like there's not much to do or much to talk about this Conquest. People will just bring their slash damage dealers and be done. I wanted to guide or just, you know, talk about something that could be done, but in the end, it doesn't change much. It's too restricted. There's no Joker card here. Well, you can bring Rufus together with Joe to get a lot of points right on start, but then what else can you do? Let me get back to Final Emperor here because he was actually helping a lot. Ah! Gray was using the wrong weapon. Yes, he was. Let's see what he was missing out. A lot. Yeah, he was missing a lot. Sorry. Forgot to change the weapon. Let me try him again. This back and forth, changing the weapon all the time is... Oh, this weapon here should be good for him. This one has 92%, right? This other one here has 85. Yeah, I guess this is the best one I can use. Let's compare. Also, how much STR he has now? 182. I suppose he can reach 188 or close. Yeah, they really need to implement favorite weapon system for each character. For each character will help so much. Neo, I really think they don't play their games so much as we do, because I was crafting Holy Stones, and even with the quality of life update, guys, if you already have the materials, why don't they just give a button to maximize? It's so many. I was building up one for each type of status elements, one for resistance to poison, and instant kill, and then all of them. And man, it takes so much time. Now remember when you could only run a single increment? Now you can run 100. And even at 100, it still takes so much time. I mean, in the past we could run 1 or 10 increments, right? Now we can run 100, and it's still not enough to make it fast. So many things that could be so easy. Click the button, maximize, and boom! Why not? I believe that the GP devs believe that there's some satisfaction in clicking many times. There's no other reason. I think they believe people like to click many times. And I didn't pay attention to the damage. I believe they think people have satisfaction just by clicking many times. The more you click, the higher the satisfaction. There's no other reason. Why? Tell me. Keep the Geo going. Black hole the X pool, huh? Yeah, carpal tunnels is a sign of accomplishment. Oh my goodness. Didn't get STR. Let me pay attention to the damage this time. But the game I want to play now is Minstrel Song, but I still didn't have time to play it for real. And also need to do live streams again. She's dead. Oh my god, I'm using the wrong attack. Broke the BP cycle again. But he did 100,000 there, huh? Gray. Yaksha Flash. Did you play Scarlet Grace, Capybara? Did you, or at least saw a gameplay to the end? Besides, you did saw with me, right? So you knew this soundtrack. It's a remix. Swallow Reversal Plus. I see. So 30,000 per hit, that means that on max 5 hits is 150,000, right? But, well, Gray doesn't have a very good cycle. And Matcha is kinda... She kills one by one with her single target attacks. Wish I can use Swallow Reversal on Soji, but this... You never got a Tower Jubei. I got a Tower Jubei, I'm only missing Troll. He never drops, man. SS Troll from Tower never drops. Let me just go to the bathroom, I'll be back in a few. I'm back. I don't recognize the song, by the way, just know it sounds good. Ah, it's a nice song. The composer for Saga, well, actually 2 different composers. All soundtrack they compose is amazing. You watch account? I don't understand. You're probably saying the name of a YouTube account. I don't watch JP content. I only know by Discord people that talk about what happens there. So I guess it's better to just run 3 damage dealers, right, Copy, and then be done with that. I was running this. Let's bring an STR based character. That in this case should be Gustave. I'm gonna remove the equipments from all of them. I mean, this and this. This barely changes anything, so keep this. The here in armor, I will remove. So they all die by turn 3. I'm bringing characters that do good damage on turn 1. And they can die after that. Gustav has such a bad cycle after he uses Triple Crush. But now at least he can use a C power attack. At least. Running Slash was D power only, right? So there's that. We manage VP, leave VP impact on 13. Not that he's gonna use this anyway. We will be able to get 600,000 with just this. Let's focus on getting 600,000 with 3 units, and then you bring 2 trainees and then die as soon as possible. This will be good. Wife is getting sick. She always gets sick around this time of the year. We still don't know what it is. It was with fever, coughing a lot. What should we get good? We are taking medicines. Matcha is just so fast that she attacks before Rufus. We got a combo here. But yeah, I believe we can do 600,000 with just 3 units, and they will all die by turn 3 for sure. Matcha uses too many single target attacks. This is boring. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think this is something that I can make a video of. At least 3 characters, 2 trainees, 600,000, 3 turns. Yeah, this seems like a good idea. At least 3 different squads. Final Emperor is very strong here. Final Emperor. But the thing is, he buffs his defense. This allows him to survive better. What about Silver? She has Glacial Sword. Acrobatic Thunder, and then Glacial Sword. Oh, her damage is good. Ah, let me remove the filter. What we want is damage dealers for these 3 elements, right? So who else? Here I'm using Amazon Raid X. Let's bring the new Emperor with double Dark Blade instead of buffing his defense, because, like I said, we actually don't want him to buff defense, we want him to die. So let's name this Matcha. We are gonna remove the armors and gears so that everyone dies fast. Need a 3rd character. Who will that be? Maybe Madeline? If so, it can be the Platinum. Doesn't hurt to bring her here since it seems like Matcha just one-shots anyone. Madeline does not even need this, to be honest, she's just gonna die. This one. So let's get Final Emperor Double Dark Blade. I haven't seen the damage with this one yet. You will be able to get 600,000 with these. Who knows? Katarina has proof of work tower. Swallow reversal. Wonderful word. She's dead. Well, it was not that much damage, guys. Did I change the weapon? Good question. Good question. He maybe kept the same one from Gray. Are you hearing some coughings in the background? Yeah, he was using a wrong weapon. He was. I still don't have a perfect weapon for Final Emperor. I'm using this one. This one is even better. One day I'll have a fully perfect one. But it's just 3% more. Oh, super fast matcha. There's some consistency. Hello, Mac. How are you? Welcome to the stream. People just die. Matcha is too fast. 300,000. It will be much more. Doing fine, Ascendant. How are you? Many people call me now. Yeah, Masha damage is a problem. She nukes everyone. Doing well. I'm loving Mariachi loot. Such a cool character. I mean, the art. I love the art. Sadly, it was too redundant for me. Which Katarina are you using? This is welfare, Katarina. I think you can even keep the armor because but even with the armor she'll get one shot by Crimson Flare. I don't switch the sprite art from the characters, so you'll never get confused by my characters. She's the welfare and this is the sprite from the welfare. Well, doing good, but made a mistake and did 3 mooches and cleared the Final Emperor banner. Don't like the other units too much, but I am enjoying Time Lord and he's a saga from tier 1. You should just focus on getting the characters that you like. Don't worry too much about tier list or anything. Seems like you usually get 600,000 with this squad, but not always. We're talking about before. Hello everyone in chair. Almost Christmas Eve. Are you ready? I'm not ready, but getting ready. How are you, Victor? Seems like we're getting close to 5% of the damage done to matcha. 5% in 1 hour plus, kind of in 1 hour and a half. That means we will take more than 1 day to fully clear matcha, on average. Elite account by 4-year-old member. You mean that he deleted the account? So far so good. Just did the last shopping for Christmas dinner. Malls are so full right now. Yeah, I was doing some shopping in mall this week. That's also why I was a little busy. Today I had to go to the the market with our wife because she's a little sick. And man, it was pretty bloated. The problem is just that you have to wait so much to actually pay for the purchases. It's super slow. He deleted an account and he plays for 4 years, but, well, let him be. People get angry with gacha. Rage kits is everywhere. Oh yeah, also markets, but here where I am from, it's not so safe to go. Not so safe to go? Oh. We're on track to 3.5 days to clear. You think 3.5 days to clear new? Oh, my goodness. I need these gems, man. I need to pity my final Empress. We have to wait. A character that is good, but you just make the fight last for long. That we're using you. Socho. Leon is not good here because he's actually opens with blunt only. But how long does sort of boost last? 3 turns, right? 3 turns is too much. If it was only 2 turns, Central America, the tiniest one, that's why better no risk. Here in Brazil, there's a lot of fraudbery stuff, but I feel pretty safe here, the nearby market. At least. Most of the cards that are good here will just make the fight last longer. For Christmas this year, I brought all my presents from Amazon and got them sent straight to the person. That's the future, Hocto. That's the future. And some presents can even be sent in a single day or some hours. You know, this time of the year we worry more about everyone else than ourselves. Don't forget about yourself as well, Hocto. Purchase a very good present for you. You as well, Neoflux. You gave me so much. I hope you give you yourself as well. 3 turns, yeah. I want to die on turn 3. I don't want to survive on turn 3. Character that also boosts damage is Nikeo. Without charge. Very large. No, he's good for defense up that lasts for 2 turns, but probably not worth here. Yeah, I don't think he's worth here. His damage is non-existent. Barrage program? No. Sinachia Alzar says, so Socho having a buff on his S3 was always an interesting idea for me. It's always seemed weird. It's an interesting idea, it's just that we were trying to get ourselves killed in 3 turns. To shorten the fight. Silver. Acrobatic Thunder. Alnos is gonna Air Slash hits flying enemies, but Boarding Sickle doesn't. Hello, Exotic Gaming, how are you? Just giving a look on the characters. Most of them we want to survive more. Like, if we bring Gustav here, well, most of the attacks from the first turns are magical. So Steel Dominance is gonna make you survive the first 2 turns. But then the other attacks are not physical, so it can be good to survive 2 turns, right? Why not? Let's bring Gustav in. And since his attack is fast, I guess that... Oh yeah, by bringing him I can really bring Katarina, because she won't die. Who else? Even if Final Emperor buffs defense, he still dies after 3 turns. Does he mix? Thanks. Are you enjoying Final Emperor? I'm enjoying him on raids. I know that it won't be using him so much in other content, but on raids he's fun. He has some relatively good cycle. I'm good. How's the next boss in Conquest? Well, Matcha seems to be pretty tanky, even though she's a mage. And we're gonna take some time to kill. Yudon, critical to Undead and Demon. Raven Raid, Undead and Demon. Poseidon and Pale, Undead and Demon. A full killer. It has to be a character that kind of survives, at least on the start. So you meant Final Emperor. I don't know if he's so popular, but let's bring Silver. Well, we didn't bring her yet. And she's a okay-ish damage dealer. Could have been better for long fights, but still okay. So let's use Amazon Raid X, and here... Here, oops. Yeah. Flifo is probably complaining about gachapons. That's what I'm getting. Flifo usually complains a lot about the gacha. I see, I'm kind of glad. I woke up first day and first boss was already gone. Yeah. Oh, Katarina was in Saga 3, power and female. In this case, we can bring equipments, I guess. Oops, sets. 115, you didn't get in a single pull. It happens. The best one who gets to silver, Gustav is gonna use the 3rd best one. Silver is a Romancing Saga 1 single full female. This is a good weapon for her. Let's see if these 3 characters can do 600,000. Don't have many good attacks with Silver, but she will amplify Vandalize later, and this will become a 3-hit attack. That will be stupid, super strong. But it's not time yet. Gerard says, hey, Flifo, you should have been in the Arado yesterday stream. It crashed when the things got interesting. Hey, Gerard, welcome. Nice to see you here. The stream crashed? When? A boss fight? Do you know if that Christmas match is gonna end up being a character that we can pull for? Well, we are gonna get a next gacha, but matcha. But it's not the Christmas version. It was just made for this fight. But who knows, maybe Global releases a Christmas matcha, because in December we celebrate the anniversary of Saga Scarlet Grace. Hence why she's a boss here. See, we survived now. New lunar year matcha. Yeah, there's the new lunar year. But it didn't stop them to release, you know, characters one after another. Well, did they release two styles of the same character very close to each other? They did that with Sarah. They did that with... Ellen. Who else? They did it with Red and Katarina. Yes, they did it with Red and Katarina. Global X Creator. A lot of people are asking for a Global X Creator indeed. Are the New Year's units as good as the last ones? Well, it will depend on their buffs. I guess they should have been good, but it's just that we are changing so many of the characters that it's hard to look to them like JP look. So we have 963, it was 1 trillion. So we are getting close to 4% in around 2 hours. So we could say that we get 5% in 2 hours. That means that 20 times, oh my god, 20 times 2 hours, that's at least 2 full days. Yes. Well, this kind of worked. We got kill it on turn 3, right? What did you see? Screenshot I posted on Discord. The silver get up to 20 VP back if her 4-hit attack use 1 enemy with each hit. What? It should not be this way. The game even says. I didn't see that, does it? Where did you post it? I was away for most of the day, handling stuff for Christmas. Let me check her description. But you killed 1 enemy with each hit? How? Oh no, this time it says only the first attack will activate user abilities. How did it work for you? But also, when will you find content that you can kill 1 enemy with each hit? Blowbacks, Kami, and Matcha, I'll pull most likely. Yeah. Yeah, Acelus is good. We are talking about the New Year Acelus with the 6 BP AoE intelligence debuff, right? That one is good, but then when we compare to what we have so far right now, she will need a little extra to become a must pull. She's good, but, you know, not as good or as impactful as it could have been. Just need a strong and fast AoE. And you mean like 4 enemies, and then you use getting very close to Dev with the fast AoE, and then Silver goes and kills the minions. Can happen, but I never saw that. That's a nice thing. Does it show me this screenshot? But the game says that it does not happen. It says attack will be interrupted when counter attack, and only the first attack will activate user abilities. So maybe it was an oversight. New Year Acelus, yeah, New Year Acelus. Well, people collect Acelus, I collect all of her styles. I just don't have the White Days one. So I'll probably summon but I'm just saying that many people can just skip. I like New Bulk on it, he's a lot interesting. He is, Setzer. Very interesting character, funny. Oh yes, what does he say? It's true. It can happen on farm. Nice. I didn't know. Because the game kinda, like I say it doesn't happen, so I never try myself. Many characters can do something similar, but the game says it doesn't happen. But where are you farming, does it? Story mode? Or events? In the last event, the 2 AoEs then silver mopped. Ah. Don't forget to send me this picture, I'm gonna check. Were it overkill? Or were they alive when they got killed hit by hit? Well, Gustav may sometimes survive. It doesn't happen too often. I think it's safe to remove equipment from Gustave because he has extra resistance. So if Birds gets refined in black in the future, it's gonna be a monster. Yeah, because 6 hits. Thanks, I saw the screenshot. Exotic says, oh nice, I try not to look on the future styles too much. I'm looking forward to her in that case. There's yet another version of her later. But yeah, there's 3 versions of assholes in the future. Just so you know. But I also don't look too farther in the future. I look when they are released and then I forget mostly. I have to recheck. But it seemed like a good idea, bringing Gustav to survive at least the first turn to guarantee the 600k, and it worked. I can just remove these 2 things here, so he dies a little faster. By the way, question, is Conquest based on what server you are on? No. It's a group effort and everyone shares the same progress. How's everyone doing? I'm farming this Peerless, die quick status. Yes, Double G. It's a good idea. It's exactly what we're trying here. Although this boss here kind of breaks the cycle, at least she nukes single targets. So it seems like bringing this one was the best effectively, or the other one that I could just do 600,000 in 1 turn. With this one, I guarantee to survive 3 turns, so I can do damage. Because most of the attacks from Matcha are spells, actually all of it, before turn 3. Then on turn 3, she just uses the same attack as all other bosses do on turn 3. I'm trying to find squads that can reach 600,000 fast, that can die fast. Before, with the other bosses, I was just trying to well, tell people to do big damage, trying to kill the bosses first. But now on match and forward, we will just want to do quick and die fast. See, Katarina survived here, but I feel like we didn't have Gustave, she wouldn't. And like I said, since she uses mostly single target attacks, you won't die before turn 3. But you have to die on turn 3. Yes, that's the end. Turn 3, it's over. That's nice, we kind of perfected this squad. Now I need to check another one. The first one, Double G, I was using Joe, Young Gustav with the triple crush, and Rufus. Those 3 characters reach 600,000 in 1 turn. They do that attacks and they can die. And I even removed all of their equipments. This one. I think that Madeline was too suicidal on the second squad. I may even remove her. But she also works. This one. Well, the problem was just that sometimes Matcha was attacking before Rufus and killing. Maybe Rufus is not maxed, but yeah, still. Oh, yeah, look. Attacked before. 1.2 thousand on this formation. On the other one, I was getting 200 with Gustav's shield. But he didn't get one shot. Yeah, Charion, Gustav triple crushes is strong. Yes, indeed. See, they are pretty close to 600,000. Not reach it yet, but anyone will help to get. Yeah. We are there already. So this is what I'm trying to do. 600,000 squads that can survive to turn 3 usually. Don't need to reach turn 5. Ah, revive and Rufus to do another Uncito. Yeah, he's not gonna. See? All we want. The squad I liked the most was the one with Gustav using the shield. Because that one guaranteed that nothing will go wrong. This conquest will get 50 gold pieces a day. You know they are so generous because there are so many banners that you will need extra gold pieces. You need many. This one, I like it, this one. Let me rename Matcha. Gustav had to remove equipment or he will just survive. And in this one, it's better to... Who said that Final Emperor still survived even by using Hauling Impact? But I guess it's okay to keep the double Dark Blade. Ascendant says, I'm just glad how good this game treats global players, because I always wonder why devs treat global players worse than their home region. You know why? Because of the will to spend. JP players have a bigger will to spend. They will spend much more, even though they have a smaller population. So the way they think about what gives them pleasure by playing games is a little different in global as well. So it's all about the psychological ways to spend money in the game. I'm using Fuji's Word Squad because secret technique. Let's test this one. You are using Amazon Raid X. Fuji's Word. Let's try a Fuji's Word. You can use that attack also with this Gustav, right? This one starts with 12 or not? I don't remember. No, this one doesn't. You can actually just use the Young version to get an SDR buff to the squad. And then inherit that attack. But the bad thing is that the following attack will be bad. He's gonna use Iron Wave. Just training my new Christmas character skills on Matcha. I'm training too. No. Same training all my GS styles and they are doing about 1.2 in 3 turns. 5 people around, Amazon Raid X as well. In that case, you know, I think it's a good idea to bring the young Gustav in the back. Because he buffs the squad and then he can use Iron Wave if he wants. Don't care. As long as he inherits the Brave Impact. Just to buff SDR. What do you do when auto tickets run out? Manual play or Click, click, click. This Final Emperor? Manual press room. I have probably tapped my rematch button 10 trillion times. The real order would be to place Katarina in the front, so everyone gets even extra damage, but then who I bring in the back? Katarina, female and power. Now let's go for sex. Does not deserve the best one. This one is good. Final Emperor. This one. The second best. Silver. This one. And the fourth best one. Oh. She has the fourth best one. Katarina deserves the number 5. No. Number 2. Oh, Gustav has a number 1? No, he's not the strongest one. So the number 1 has to be Final Emperor. Yeah, I guess it's cool. Male Saga Frontier 2. Let me see if everyone has their weapons. They do. So Gustav is gonna stay in the back. And no. It would have been better to place Katarina in the back, but she needs to go first to increase the damage even further, right? I need to check the ABP inheritance before I go. Swallow reversal. So we're getting 1 million in 3 turns. 1.2 million. That's good. Let's see how much we get. And I'll go to the bathroom in the middle. Oh, whoa, we got exactly 1 million. You know, it's been a while since you left to go to the bathroom with the game actually on auto. Been a while. Yeah, let's always go get some water as well. Impact. Oh, that's why we lost some damage, right? Let's fix this. G, for the new forged weapons that go with Noah and Fenrir, recrafted both STR and Light Plus, or just stick to one? You only craft the Light Plus if you have the last version of Emperor. There's one here for Galaxy. You have to craft only one. Every time I forget to click on Auto. Ah, this time I didn't. It's kind of better to just leave it on 13. But it doesn't really matter if I just increase this and leave this on 12, right? This time I didn't forget. Sun Flash is not a Sun attack, Double G. Doesn't help anyway, just Galaxy. Galaxy will be niche, but it's a good attack. I'm trying to craft one weapon. Didn't get a perfect one yet. But I will. Oh, maybe Gustav has to be on the front. Because no attacker before him. Ah. Someone now is dice. It's not that good. I think I was getting better results by just bringing the shield with the newest Gustav. The Cyclone Kick has a good animation. It's just that I was not bringing a full party. I was getting more than 600,000, but was only 3 characters being considered. Here, characters are just dying. Before they use their attacks 3 times. Christmas special. Gabriel Aguilera says, how's it going? Love your videos. Thanks for saying that, Gabriel. I'm doing fine, how about you? Trying out the new Conquest boss. Matcha Christmas style. Style, no, I mean, we don't have a style for her. Christmas version. Floating on a candy. What were you doing, Neoflux in Double G? Who else was using? Duzzy and Neoflux were using the secret technique squad. But your characters don't die so easily. Mines are dying. Because let's just change the Gustav version. Let's bring this Gustav. He cannot use Brave Impact because he won't be able to rotate. With this version of Gustav, I was using Double Gash as Inheritance because it's the only thing he can actually do. Something not many will have. I got this by accident, actually. Where is it? Here, Double Gash. Gustav alone will increase the sustain by a lot. We could use the two versions of Gustav on the same team. So one will give the shield and the other one will give the secret technique. Maybe by using the Global X Katarina, Global X and Press with her shield attack, we could survive well. But I don't have yet. The damage changes so much when we do this on the start. So much. Yeah, sure, I have used your videos for years. I'm a big fan. Thanks, Satzer. I'm glad to help. Didn't die. Yeah, I think using the shield is better, guys. At least guaranteed 1 million. But you do more damage. But RNG can just screw. Usually 600 million, but training Gray and it goes pretty fast. Oh, Gray should do good damage. But we were trying out, he was cycling between 100,000 and 150,000. Around that. The problem with using Noel, I'm gonna even remove him, is that he revives. I don't want someone reviving him. Forget about revive. Let me remove him. Yeah, I'm wanting them to die fast so they do less actions. 1.2 million is the best case. Worst case, about 800, so still fine. Yeah, seeming to be 800,000, 900,000 for me. 1.2 was best case. For you, I mean, I didn't get that yet. Trying to think about which character I change here. 100,000 is not bad at all. No, it will be replaced, but by who? Gray. Using Double Dark Blade on Emperor, he can do hauling on Twitch. Yeah, he can. I even talked about that on his review. But I don't know, is it better on 3-turn cycle on the same boss? I didn't do the math yet. Do you get rewards of just a million? Just says 300k in the info. The info is always wrong, Setzer. You need 600,000. I talked about that on my last video about Conquest. Those videos, I mean, this information inside the game are usually lies. They don't explain the real truth. So I use Gray, but Gray after turn 1 does very bad damage. If he survives turn 3, it's a lot more damage. If he dies before turn 3, obviously a lot less, but it's a front load. Yeah, you guarantee at least a contribution, right? To get at least 600,000. It's not a bad idea. Why am I using Great Swords if I'm not using this Great Sword technique again? I can simply bring Sif, and Sif will help with some damage. Right? Or Mickey with his out charge. But out charge doesn't work so well. Let's bring Sif. RS1 power. And it's a fast attack. She buffs before he goes. Let's check the results now. This will be like my last attempt because it's past midnight. I'm a little sleepy and I need to check why. She was with some fever. Hopefully she's better. Close to Christmas, the changing temperature here in Brazil makes a lot of people sick. Also, there's a lot of COVID-19 here again. Well, he does 40k per hit with the hauling attack. Yeah. On average, seems like he's... But if you want damage for 3 turns, you get a little extra if you start with double Dark Blade. I've been wondering, Cher, do you, Silver Warrior, Arado Elite, and how do you play know each other? I know who Arado is, sometimes we chat on live streams and DM. Silver Warrior, I used it to talk to him, but we lost contact. He doesn't actually chat much in global, but he's very strong in the Taiwanese community, I believe. I don't know how do you play is, and never got in contact, so I guess that's it. Would also try Goddess in make she can nuke T1 and then revive anyone that died in T1 so they can go to turn 3 again. But she may lead to turn 4. Do you care about that, Neil? I mean, I think that her heal will buff defense enhancement too. She may make people survive a little more. That's legit, only you and the others are the ones really making content and guides. Yes, I mean, this game is amazing for the content that it has and the design, but it was never too popular. So those that keep creating content like me and the people you mentioned it, and more people even, they really love the game. All of them, all of us. Because, you know, it's not just for popularity, for fame or money, because gacha creators that cover other games gain much more by exposition and popularity. But you know, I'm not a sellout. I prefer to play a game I like, and also having a good community like we have here is much better. You know, I saw some content creators that did, you know, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, for example, and when Genshin Impact was released, they jumped at the bandwagon only to just disappear later, because after some time, the hype for the new content when the game was fresh disappeared, and they were not gaining as much, and they were just competing alongside a myriad of creators, and that was just kind of hard for them. And 2 of these content creators just don't create much anymore. They make 1 video or 2 videos per month because they wanted to jump the ship called Genshin Impact, only to realize that after some time and the hype was gone, they were competing with so many people that it was not even fun anymore, I guess. Use her old style. You mean the school style for a Sith? Double G says, oh yeah, you came from FFB. Did you saw some of these creators are mentioning? I will not name because, like I said, I always mention people only to talk good stuff, not talk of bad stuff. This is also not bad, it was just decisions. People make decisions, and decisions exist. The other version, I don't remember if you can use the fast attack on turn 1. Can? Ah, no, I was talking about Goddess, her old style, 1 buff party in healing. You were right, and she's a damage dealer. Let me see what you said about her. Goddess, she can nuke turn 1 and then revive anyone that died on turn 1 so they can go on turn 3 again. I don't know if that's just that useful. But yeah, Sif could just inherit Whale and I didn't, right? But won't change too much because Whale will be used on the backline. She's not using any of the other attacks. I guess healing would not be so good in any way. Seems like this is the best squad I made. It's still based on bringing the shield from Gustave, because the shield is only useful on the turn 1 and turn 2. On turn 3 it's not anymore, so you can die. And that's what you want. But allows everyone to attack, so you get 1 million always. At least for now. When we are trying to kill the boss, it helps. After that, it doesn't matter anymore, because we'll be farming this event for quite some time. There's no other event that's good to run right now, just this Conquest, till they announce something. And what will they announce? And how about FFB now, Double G? Do they still have plenty of content creators? Because many jump it. I know some that still make videos, but I believe the number of gacha creators now depleted a lot after Genshin. It's funny because Genshin does not have even any type of relation. I mean, the player base is so different, it's a very big risk to jump from a turn-based RPG to an action RPG. This squad here does 1 million on average. Nerds. There was someone in there called nerd. Well, I guess tomorrow I'll try a little more and make a video. Tomorrow I'll still make videos. Probably on the 24th as well. I was trying to maybe do a live stream on 25. I'm not entirely sure yet. Tomorrow is the first day that my wife will be free from the job. She will be taking 4 days to rest. And we will discuss stuff and then I'll decide and say on Discord. So the idea is here. The shield from Gustav is what made me happy. Guarantees the good damage. But the best one is just to try, you know, Rofus, Joe, and Gustav as well. 600,000 net, and you can bring 2 trainings. Unequip it, so that they can die easily. This one uses 5 people. That one may be faster, but this one gives 1 million. Yeah. But guys, we're reaching out to 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching the stream. We're gonna end in the next minutes. So, if I don't see you all again, happy Christmas. I think I'll see you before New Year at least, huh? But if not, happy New Year. Happy holidays. It was fun to have you all here. Wish you all good rest. And if I manage to do another stream, I'll announce on this Discord. If you are not there yet, please join. We have a lot of good people there. Capivara, New Flux, Doze, And many people that you see here are there. With all that said, as always, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. I don't know where you live, but it's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you soon in the next video or next live stream. Bye. Good night, Neoflux. Good night, Victor. Good night, French Tao. Thank you all for passing. Always does it. Peace.